Alright, so this is a Non Terra preta bed. We have Georgia collard greens that were planted about 2 months ago. There's another little one. As you can see, they're not doing too hot. This one is doing way better than all the other ones. But this bed was not amended with anything. It was just infused, or we put leaves and things into the bed, but that's about it. That's all the nutrients it was getting, or is getting. It's from the decomposing leaves that we gathered up from the side of our house. But yeah, here's some turnip greens. I feel like they could do better, because when we purchased the greens, they were big and luscious, so to speak, and we chopped off the green part and put the turnip root ball in the dirt, and then this is the result. I don't know, they're not doing really good, in my opinion. But we have another bed where we planted just collard greens that we had purchased from a man who was selling vegetables from the side of the road. These are collard greens as well. They're not from Georgia like the previous bed, but they are from Florida. They're from Florida. These are Florida greens, and these are planted like recently. Like almost a month. That they were planted about a month ago, or a month after we planted the previous bed. And this is a terra preta bed, so to speak. And in my opinion, these are doing like really, really good, in my opinion. Like, look at that. Doing really, really good. And these are just bottoms. These are the bottoms of the greens that we had purchased from someone who was selling greens on the side of the road. These are recently put in the dirt. This was transplanted. This is some cabbage. It's a cabbage head that was transplanted from on the other side of our property. And it was really small for a really, really long time, because I planted it like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. It was just struggling. I'm surprised it's still alive, but it's taken off now that I put it in this bed. And like I said, it's a terra preta bed. So what I did was I dug about 4 inches deep, maybe not even 4 inches deep. I don't think I went that deep. And put it, I dug the hole, or the trench, so to speak. Dug the trench, and I put logs and leaves and things I can burn. Basically, I put a lot of things that I could burn into the trench, and then once I burnt everything down into ash, I burnt some more things, made some biochar, put biochar in there. I put a lot of compost, and I put like things that we've already like cooked. I put cooked food, I put raw food, I put everything in this bed, just to establish some kind of ecosystem that's friendly to the plants. And then I just put the stuff in the dirt. I amended the bed. I put leaves at the top, and then I put the heads in the dirt, and they just taken off. Like, this was from the bed that's over there. It was so small. This is kale, red Russian kale. It was so small, and now it's just taking off. Like, it's growing way faster than what it was growing over there. Like, I'm gonna show you. So these are the kale, red Russian kale, that's over there in the other garden bed. And I don't know, like, in my opinion, they're they're not doing too well, in my opinion. They don't look as healthy as this over here. This looks way healthier. Now, granted, they are like all bunched up and, you know, there's not a lot of room for them to grow. But I honestly feel like because I use biochar, ashes, and compost in this bed, along with leaves and cardboard and all that, I feel like that's why these are doing so much better than the other beds. Like, these leaves are really good. Now, granted, this cauliflower, I think this is cauliflower. I'm not quite sure. We'll find out. This, I think it's purple-headed cauliflower. This is doing really good. But I think it's just a survivor doing its thing out here. And, you know, the basil is doing good. Like, I'm not saying this bed is not, the soil in this bed is not the greatest. I'm not saying that. It's decent soil. But I feel like that soil is way better. This soil has cow manure in it. Has cow manure and topsoil. And, you know, we got, like, tomatoes growing over here. They're taking forever, though, in my opinion, to develop. But, you know, it was cut from, these are grown from a cutting. So you can take tomatoes, put them in some water. Like, you can take a tomato cutting, propagate it, put it in some water, and you will get tomatoes from it. In my opinion, it's going to take forever, though. But I could be wrong. It could be because of the soil I used. It went through some traumatic situations. These are snap peas. This is really just like a test bed. So very first garden bed me and Michael put in. Michael and the children. I think these are weeds. I'm pretty sure these are weeds, yeah. Some lemon balm. But yeah, we're just establishing. We're really just this is a learning period right now. Figuring out where we want things, where we don't want things. You know, if we could have all the free time in the world to just be out here, we would be. And I'm pretty sure, you know, but everything that we're doing it's a learning curve. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm sure it's probably from compost. A lot of things that we have growing are things that we put in the dirt ourselves, like from seed. Cassava that we put in the dirt from clippings. And the greens that we put in the dirt from like the heads, like the bottoms of a meal that we were gonna cook. Yeah. Alright, that's it.